going on, everybody? Josh from the lab here, and something that I had kind of been waiting for and searching around, but looks like the New York Times is, or I believe maybe it's the New York Post, has found a bunch of online forums, and I know some had leaked out before, but some online forum writings by Brian Koberger, which are sure to be insane, but a carbon copy of mass killers, and it always seems to start very early on. And he posts some pretty shocking things in around 2011, 2012 on uh, a forum from a website that was called it was Tapatalk, and he was talking about people that suffer from visual snow. Now, it's a rare syndrome. I'm not that familiar with it. I've heard of it, but I don't know much about it. But on one of these posts, apparently written by Koberger in July of 2011, says that he's been suffering from horrible depersonalization and how it feels, how he feels demons in his head are mocking him. Quote, as I hug my family, I look into their faces. I see nothing. It's like I'm looking at a video game, but less. I feel less than mentally damaged. It is like I have severe brain damage and I am stuck in the depths of my mind where I have to constantly battle my demons. Am I here or am I fake? The post continues. Being me is a horrible disease that I was given. I think of this as I succumb to sleep, but I see a large intensity of black, yellow, white fuzz. It makes my mind fizzle, and I can barely keep in the bounds of reality. It is as if ringing in my ears and the fuzz in my vision is simply all of the demons in my head mocking me. I fall asleep, but I wake up quickly to bloody screams. Is any of this here? And yet another post, he talks about having depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts, delusions of grandeur, uh, crazy thoughts, and no emotion. So it seems like your standard, typical adolescent having a troubled past and that manifesting itself into a completely disgustingly violent future that not only affects him, but then he takes his demons or whatever you want to call them and chooses to wreck many people's lives. The guy has been talking about demons, visual snow, depersonalization, desensitization. He even talks about how he is just mean to his family for no reason. And his family's really nice to him, but he's mean to them. And how he's mean with his father, but he thinks that his father's a pretty good guy. And that whenever he hugs them, he feels nothing. He basically just a shell, just walking around, going through the motions. And unfortunately, while he was going through the motions, he took 4 people's lives in cold blood. And I don't care what he was dealing with. Got to pay. Thank you for listening to The Lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Please like, share, and subscribe.